True night shift horror stories from security guards are different because these are people who are paid to stay where everyone else is afraid to be. If you enjoy real horror stories that keep you awake at night like this video right now, subscribe and turn on the notification bell because this channel drops true nightmare fuel regularly. And you do not want to miss what is coming next. Most night shift guards say the same thing. The danger is not thieves. It is not intruders. It is what they cannot explain. Tonight, you are about to hear what really happens when the buildings go quiet, the lights go off, and someone still walks the halls. Story 1. I work security at a private warehouse on the edge of town. No nearby houses. No street traffic after midnight. Just empty land and storage buildings. My shift started at 11 p.m. and ended at 7 in the morning. 8 hours alone. The company gave me a small guard office with camera monitors, a flashlight, a radio, and a logbook. My job was simple. Walk the perimeter every hour and record anything unusual. The first week was normal. Too normal. Quiet enough that I started bringing movies to pass time between patrols. Then on the 8th night, at exactly 2:17 a.m., one camera feed went black. I thought it was a glitch. Cameras fail sometimes. I zoomed in, nothing, just static. The strange part was the label. It was camera 12, the rear loading quarter, indoor camera. Wired connection. Those do not just fail randomly. I grabbed my flashlight and went to check it. Physically, procedures said I should call it in first, but I did not want to wake my supervisor over a flicker. The corridor was long, metal walls, concrete floor, motion lights overhead. When I opened the door, the lights turned on one by one down the hall. Except the last section stayed dark. I walked slowly, radio in one hand, flashlight in the other. Halfway down I heard something scrape, like metal dragging lightly across the floor. I stopped. It stopped. I moved again. It dragged again. I called out, "Security on site, identify yourself." No reply. When I reached the dark section, my flashlight beam hit the camera unit. It was not broken. It was turned, facing the wall. Someone had physically rotated. I felt a cold wave go through my chest. There were no entry logs. No doors open. No alarms triggered. I turned it back into position and walked back to the office faster than I want to admit. When I checked the monitor again, the camera worked perfectly, but now there was something else. A figure standing at the far end of the same corridor, tall, still, facing directly into the camera. I froze. I rewound the feed. Nothing walked into frame. It was just suddenly there between frames. I radioed dispatch. No response. Just static. My radio battery was full. When I looked back at the monitor, the corridor was empty again. I did not do the next patrol round. At 6:30 a.m., day shift arrived. We reviewed the recording. Between 2:16 and 2:18, the footage skipped 3 full minutes. The company checked the system logs. No malfunction recorded. I put 2 days later. If you think that was just a camera glitch, wait until you hear what happened to the next guard who took my position. Story 2. This came from a hospital security guard who worked night rotation in an older wing scheduled for demolition. That section was closed to patients, but still had power and emergency lighting. His job was to patrol it twice a night to make sure no one broke in. He said the first few nights felt wrong. Not scary, just heavy, like the air was thicker there. One night around 3 a.m., he heard a call bell ringing, a patient assistance bell. He checked the active wards first, no calls. Nurses confirmed nothing triggered, but the sound continued. It was coming from the closed wing. He thought maybe a faulty circuit. He went to shut it off. The hallway lights were dim and yellow. Dust everywhere. Empty beds pushed against walls. Plastic covers on equipment. The bell sound echoed room to room, but never from the same place twice. He checked room 12. Silent. Room 14. Silent. Room 16. The bell rang loudly the moment he stepped inside. He looked at the wall panel. No light indicator. No active switch. Then the bathroom door inside the room slowly moved. Not wide, just a small pull inward. He called out security. No answer. He pushed it open. Empty. But the mirror above the sink was covered in writing drawn through dust. 3 words. Still waiting, nurse. He said he felt his legs weaken instantly. He backed out, shut the door, and marked the wing as electrically unstable in the report so he would not have to go back that night. Next morning, hospital management reviewed his body cam. The writing was not there on video. The mirror was clean. The bell sound was also not recorded. Only his voice asking if someone was inside. He transferred to day shift the same week. Story 3. A mall guard shared this one anonymously. He said what scared him most was not what he saw, but what spoke to him. The mall closed at 10 p.m. By midnight, all stores locked, all lights off except emergency strips and hallway dimmers. At 1:30 a.m., he sat in the control room when the public announcement system clicked on. No music. Just breathing. Slow breathing into the mic. He assumed someone hacked the system. He made an announcement override call. Security check in progress. Identify yourself. The breathing stopped. Then a voice whispered, I know you are alone tonight. He checked system access logs. No terminal was active. To use the PA, you must press and hold a physical nick in the management office on the 2nd floor. He went up with another guard from the parking section. The office door was locked from outside, like always. They unlocked it together. Inside, the microphone was out of its cradle. Still warm. If you are still listening, comment the word night below so I know you made it this far. It helps more than you think, and I read the early comments personally. Security guards are trained to handle criminals, emergencies, and danger. But almost every long-term night guard agrees on one thing. Training does not prepare you for the unexplainable. And the last story in this video is the one most guards refuse to retell twice. Before I share the final account, I want your honest opinion. Do you think these are just stress and imagination, or do empty places really hold onto something after dark? Tell me what you think and why in the comments. I want to see your theories. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because the final story might change how you feel about working alone at night. Say continue if you want the remaining extended final story section to complete the full 30-minute runtime.